Don't worry, Centurion's still holding on to the beginning of the fire meta. And yes, I see you, Tier. We're down to the last 10 of the Sworn deck box. Now, this is our upcoming project. I'm actually super excited for this. And as you can tell, honestly, the front of the deck box, the top, and the back are all works of art. And I really do hope that you guys will enjoy this for the pre-order bundle with the Field Center. So I'll leave a link down below so you guys can grab yours today. Make sure you guys smash the living crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. So this is the first of Refined Gaming's double case tournament over the weekend here, and your breakdown for this is actually pretty interesting. You think these results are crazy? What do you see the second one? We had 3 Fire King Snake Eyes running the show here, and I feel like at this point that's pretty normal. Like you're going to be expecting a lot more of that. Now your one-ups here, your challengers, you had 1 Centurion. Okay, well that feels like a pretty normalized thing at this point. You know, Calamity Turbo can still steal some games, and if it's got enough of a high roll, it can do well. You have Labyrinth. Labyrinth's been kind of interesting to see. We also have Tier Elements. Okay, hi Tier, how are you? We also have the Power of Kashtira, the best mid-range control deck in modern era Yu-Gi-Oh history. And we also have Rescue Ace for you as well. Now, we also have some extra good stuff in the back here, like Unchained barely scraping by and getting 9th place, and Phantom Knights for you as well. Let's pass on over to deck list. All right, so starting off here, we have Paerfriends and Friends. You do see we're actually playing a Monster Reborn in here. Now hold up here. You're telling me that I can Monster Reborn any literal essential combo piece that I need because Snake Eyes Ash also says normal or special. Yeah, absolutely. You also see double Fire King Island, 1 Sanctuary. That's pretty normal, I feel like. We're also side decking Yield, Change of Heart, and I see we have anti-spells in here as well. I see we've entered into the era of anti-scam fragrance for this deck. I mean, to be fair, it does just lose to the most random left field things, you know. So that's actually pretty good to see. And of course, triple Effect Veiler. Ha! You know? I feel like if you get hit by this, you might just lose the game. And sometimes things just spin out of control and there's not really, I feel like, too much you can do, you know? This is Yu-Gi-Oh, man. Like, gotta love hand traps. Next up here. I'm going to be looking at a lot of fire here. I see that this build did choose to play 1 Circle of the Fire Kings. I feel like this is a terrible inclusion in the deck. This build only has access to 1 Pobbler. Once again, maybe they just didn't have enough time to get multiples, but I do see double Promethean down here. So I guess looking at this, they just chose to go down the double original Sinful Spoils package line to kind of generate their value. And yes, this is the 1-for-1. I'm pretty disgusted with how much value 1-for-1 can actually get in this deck. If you want to like bait something along the way, this will probably be the card to help you out. Like, slamming this on the table can put you into such a stupid good position, and it's actually kind of disgusting to see what little craziness you can actually get with this. So, you know, good to see the power, and of course the Sinful Spoils subversion in here also seeing some play. Hi, Anti-Spell. I'm glad to see you too. Alright, what else we got going on back here? More Fire Kings. Wow, first, second, and third are all Fire Kings. Cool. You have a 1-1 split on the Fire King Sanctuary and the Field Spell. I feel like that's pretty okay right now. Yield Circle of the Fire King, good stuff. Hi, Talents. Okay. So this build did opt for more of the gas value here. Double Pobbler, sure. They did have something, it's kind of sad actually, they got 3rd place and they were the ones kind of prepared more for the mirror down here with the soul releases themselves. You also do see, once again, this anti-scam fragrance. I think a lot more people are going to take this card as a crazy granted piece of the format here, and people are just going to be like, wow, you know, anti-spell fragrance, yeah, this card changes the game right now. And I don't know, can I tell you to play around it? No, not really. It's just kind of there, so it's their defense line. All right, cool. Next up here, we have Rescue Ace. Wow, first of all, I'm actually kind of surprised to see that Ace actually kind of got the chance to show up, because I didn't, initially I thought that Ace would be like a 3rd place kind of finisher in this format, but like this deck, I don't know, man. the limitations didn't really hurt it all that much. It's just the TCG is just kind of done with this deck. Yeah, the set 4 is pretty good, but like most people at this point are just like, can we just get over this? One thing that this build is doing that's kind of hilarious is we are doing the sprint with the volcanic scatter shot. So you're just going to go ahead and try to generate this little stupid free advantage bubble to burst your opponent, hey, for time. I actually wonder how much this actually came up. You know, the fact that you can actually try this out is kind of disgusting. Please don't. All right. But I guess you got to do what you got to do. Next up here is Kashtira, the Dimensional Gang of Misfits. And, you know, I will say that Shifter is a crazy card right now. Shifter wins you some free games, and that's why Cash is doing it. All right, Birth also wins you some stupid games. If you are having a bad time out here, just call up the Dimensional Fissure. Go ahead and drop all of your opponent's fire stuff on into it. This also helps on the high roll of going first, and I actually do kind of like that a lot. This build's also playing DD Crow. Is there honestly enough value in dedicating slots to DD Crow? Like, is this good enough in the current meta to warrant the space? Because I don't really feel like it is. I don't know. I guess maybe cutting off an opponent's key resolution might be able to get you some sort of value along the way, but okay. Hey, look. It's that card. Okay. What else we got going on back here? Holy crap. Tyr actually was able to do well. This is actually kind of crazy to see, because if you're looking at how things are going in the meta, I don't exactly expect to see Tyr do its thing. But I will say that this has kind of turned into a card that helps out a lot of the board-breaking interactions. To be fair, if you can roll a Super Poly into a crazy board and try to capitalize on it, I think you can go into a pretty good position. Also, the Double King Sark, you do see the Shufflers, of course, and of course, another deck playing the Anti-Spell Fragrance. I feel like we're going to be seeing a lot of this format, you know, where you need to be able to try to out this. And, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! Cosmic Cyclones. Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside of that, I mean, this feels like a normal day in the office for Tyr, for what they're trying to do. Hey, Lab. Huh. No creepy dark goats in here. We have no laughing goat man in our deck. Okay, we didn't need it. And they've also kicked the field spell into the side deck. Well, I'm not exactly trying to destroy all of my opponent's cards to punish me, to be fair. And I actually think that this is crazy. They're actually side decking the different Dimension Ground. I feel like this is a card that you want to be able to try and play. You know, you want to make sure that you can get as much net advantage as you actually can off of the value that this card gives you. And being able to cut off fire at its roots, I don't know, I feel like this is something that maybe we do want to see more of. But, who knows. But also happy to see You'll Cross Out Designator getting the value train. All right, what else we got back here? This build did not play Bonfire. This is kind of crazy to me. I have been very vocal, being like, hey, Centurion needs to play Bonfire. You know, the card helps the deck out a lot. Well, oddly enough, the deck did squeeze in at 8th place, which I really wish we could have seen this deck do a little bit better, but, you know, okay. This build's main decking Cosmics. You actually have books in here as well. Okay, we do have one Shifter, just so we can cross it out. You also see the one-of Krikar. I do love that we can see the one-ofs kind of actually show up back here and actually make these differences in these particular decks. Hello, Red Supernova Dragon. Yeah, you gotta love what little cheese you can actually have. But yeah, this is, I mean, actually even playing these too. So we did have some pretty strong value going on for this deck. So, good stuff. And, hey, we have Unchained. I still can't believe that this deck bubbled. Like, it's so sad. We are playing the Rite of Armesia package in here, so you can kind of set up, you know, basic negates, so you're able to kind of do your thing. Hey, there's no ready instant fusion, any of that. garbage in here. You're still just doing the most standard of basic things in here, so you can kind of do your thing. I'm actually very happy to see that this did function. It stinks, once again, that this did bubble out of the event in 9th, but I think it's still cool. And we also got to see that is double Terop with Takumtumborg in here as well. Actually getting a showcase at some of the value out here. Phantom Knights still alive. They're still doing things. The deck is functioning out here. You do see Bill did choose to go with 2 anti-spells just to kind of make sure that you can get a little bit of value along the way, but you know what? I like what I'm seeing. This is not too bad. So, what do you guys think? Please leave a comment down below for this event, and don't worry, there will be some more madness for the next one. Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.